Chris Paul is leaving an indelible mark on the basketball sport. With exceptional talent, court vision, and leadership, he has made a lasting impact on every team he has played for. Whether it was his electrifying alley-oops with Blake Griffin in Lob City, or his pivotal role in the Phoenix Suns' resurgence, Paul's journey has been consistently remarkable. However, rumors of a potential trade have now surfaced and are surrounding the player. It is speculated that a new team could be in the works, providing Paul with a fresh stage to showcase his skills. The mere thought of this possibility stirs the imagination of basketball fans worldwide, creating waves of anticipation. But are these rumors true? Join us in this video as we explore these Chris Paul trade rumors. Please watch till the end. Following a heartbreaking exit from the playoffs, the Phoenix Suns have now found themselves on the brink of change, contemplating a significant shift in their roster dynamics by bidding farewell to their illustrious point guard and future Hall of Famer Chris Paul. Appearing on Brian Windhorst and the Hoop Collective podcast recently, ESPN's Tim McMahon discussed Paul's future with the Suns and said he expects the veteran to suit up for a different team next season. He also said he expects the Suns to aggressively shop Paul on the trade market. McMahon called it pretty likely that CP3 will play for a different team in 2023-24 and added that he believes the Suns will try to trade Paul before June 28th, which is when his guaranteed salary goes from $15.8 million to $30.8 million. The clock is ticking for Phoenix as they face a critical decision before June 28th, a date that looms ominously on the calendar. On this fateful day, Paul's contract transforms from a partially guaranteed $15.8 million to a staggering $30.8 million, leaving teams wary of investing such a colossal sum in a 38-year-old guard plagued by injury, even if he boasts an illustrious career resume. Financial constraints further compound the Suns' difficult moment, with their coffers already committed to nearly $84 million through the contracts of solid players like Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. This heavy burden leaves little breathing room, compelling the Suns to explore avenues of fiscal prudence in the upcoming offseason. While Paul is one of the all-time great point guards with 12 All-Star nods, 11 All-NBA selections, and 9 NBA All-Defensive Team choices, there's no doubt he is nearing the end of the line. This season, his average of 13.9 points, 8.9 assists, 4.3 rebounds, and 1.5 steals per game, though formidable for most, pale in comparison to his illustrious career statistics of 17.9 points, 9.5 assists, 4.5 rebounds, and 2.1 steals per contest. Furthermore, a drop in shooting efficiency from nearly 50% in previous campaigns to a modest 44% this season paints a sobering picture. Injuries also took their toll, sidelining Paul for 23 regular season games and culminating in a debilitating groin injury that saw him absent for Phoenix's crucial playoff battles. Paul's durability has waned in recent years, failing to breach the 70-game mark since the 2015-16 season. His appearances dwindling to fewer than 60 games thrice in the past 6 seasons raise legitimate concerns about his ability to withstand the rigors of a demanding NBA campaign. With Kevin Durant and Devin Booker at the helm, the Suns possess the foundation for a potentially indomitable team. However, 2 consecutive second-round playoff eliminations have left the organization calling for adjustments, for tweaks that could elevate them to the next level. So it's no doubt that the Suns find themselves at a crossroads as Chris Paul seeks the elusive NBA championship, the one missing jewel in his crown. In the event of a trade, it comes as no surprise that Paul would desire a destination that affords him the opportunity to vie for a title next season. Though his advancing age and durability concerns cast a shadow of doubt, Paul, when healthy and fit, remains a formidable force on the court and an exceptional leader. Thus, the Suns face the daunting task of filling this incredible void in their backcourt should they proceed with the trade. Among the internal candidates, Cameron Payne emerges as the prime contender to assume the mantle of Phoenix's starting point guard, a role that demands both skill and leadership. Whichever turn things take this period, the Suns must brace themselves for a transformative offseason. The winds of change will definitely blow fervently through their ranks. The untold chapters of their basketball saga still lie in wait anyway, ready to embrace the tapestry of uncertainty and opportunity that lies ahead. 3 potential landing spots for Paul. The Phoenix Suns entered the offseason with burning questions after their disappointing loss to the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference semifinals. Acquiring Kevin Durant at the NBA trade deadline had raised expectations, but it became evident that the Suns needed to retool their supporting cast to contend once again. With limited salary cap flexibility, the Suns faced a challenge in improving their roster. Trading either Chris Paul or DeAndre Ayton or both emerged as a potential starting point for their overhaul. While it still remains a rumor that Chris Paul will be traded, let's explore 3 teams that could serve as intriguing landing spots for the veteran point guard if the rumors eventually become a reality. The Miami Heat. At first glance, it might be difficult to envision Chris Paul fitting with the Miami Heat. However, despite their recent playoff success, the Heat are a team looking to make significant changes in the offseason. If they part ways with Kyle Lowry, they will likely seek a new point guard. While concerns about Paul's injury history exist, it's hard to dismiss the possibility of the Heat pursuing a deal for the veteran playmaker. Miami has a penchant for veteran star power, and a 3-team trade might be necessary to facilitate such a move. The LA Clippers. The LA Clippers should be on our radar as a potential landing spot for Chris Paul or any experienced point guard. Assuming they retain their core and opt against a complete rebuild, the Clippers will be eager to bolster their roster this summer. During the last NBA trade deadline, their aim was to acquire a point guard, but they settled for Bones Highland, Eric Gordon, and Russell Westbrook. Although this makeshift solution had its moments, it failed to meet expectations. Consequently, targeting a seasoned point guard like Chris Paul in the offseason could be a compelling goal. Imagine Paul becoming the missing piece alongside Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, fueling the Clippers' quest to break through in the Western Conference. It spells magnificence. New Orleans Pelicans. The New Orleans Pelicans, in my opinion, should be among the emerging young teams seeking a veteran star to help propel their progress. While staying healthy will undoubtedly play a crucial role in their growth, adding a veteran presence like Chris Paul could provide a similar impact. With immense talent from top to bottom, the Pelicans are a Western Conference force lacking playoff experience. Although concerns about fitness alongside CJ McCollum may arise, it is conceivable that 2 talented players can figure things out on the court. The Pelicans had a strong start to the season, but then experienced a significant decline and missed out on the NBA playoffs. They faced various problems within the team, particularly with Zion Williamson, who was absent for the entire year due to an injury sustained in the first week of the year. Another challenge was the limited availability of Brandon Ingram, which further burdened the Pelicans. To improve the roster's performance, they need players who have proven themselves in the league. Chris Paul has consistently made a positive impact on the teams he has been traded to. Even if he can't contribute so much on the court or can't contribute at all when sidelined by injuries, his leadership qualities are highly valued and influence the entire franchise. Additionally, the Pelicans have pushed CJ McCollum into a playmaking role that he hadn't fulfilled with the Portland Trail Blazers. While CJ has shown great skill as their primary creator, Chris Paul's exceptional court vision surpasses his. This change would allow CJ to focus more on his scoring abilities, which he brings to the team. So while it remains uncertain if the Pelicans will make a splash move this offseason, Chris Paul should definitely be considered if they decide to swing for the fences. The crux of the matter remains that the Phoenix Suns are facing the challenge of retooling their roster to regain championship contention. Trading Chris Paul or DeAndre Ayton, or potentially both, seems to be a critical step in their pursuit of improvement. In exploring potential landing spots for Paul, the Miami Heat, LA Clippers, and New Orleans Pelicans emerge as intriguing destinations, each with unique storylines and possibilities. The offseason promises excitement and transformation as teams strive to redefine their championship aspirations. That's it about Chris Paul's trade rumors. What do you have to say about it? Please feel free to share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Thank you for watching, and be sure to stay tuned as we will provide more updates as the situation develops. See you again soon.